Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here playing for the game Forager Nuclear. If you don't remember last episode, we finished getting all the slime gear. We got the slime sword and the slime pickaxe here, and we also got this basic shovel which we've been using to dig up any artifact spots we find. And this is the 4th episode in this series, and for today's episode guys, I think I'm just going to go around and see if I can't unlock any more islands, and goals for today I think would be to unlock another 2 islands as usual, and also see if we can't go ahead and get these slime gloves and boots going. So, to start off, I'm just going to go around and collect up any resources I find, and I think I'm going to do it in a combat form. So, let's do this! There you go guys, and as you probably saw during the time lapse, we still have loads of slimes running around on our island. And I was thinking as I was collecting the resources, today's episode I think I'm going to go right ahead and start a little farm up in this area here, but we're going to need a couple more skills to make that complete. But to start off with, let's come right over here and see what we need to craft our first windmill, which we can't do because we don't have the skill yet for it. So, in the meantime, I'm just going to go around and mine up everything I can and see if I can't get a little bit of more XP, and I think I might actually be able to go right ahead and buy the next island, and here it is, and it's the fairy island. So she's not here currently, but at night time the fairy queen will be here, and she demands a small donation of 1,000 coins, and talk of the devil, here she is. Sweet child, let my fairies rest your weary body. I need to ask you for a very small donation. I will reward you with the power of my fairies. You can see that we need 1,000 coins first, so we'll go and get those eventually, and we'll just work up to getting those. But for now, we just need a bit more XP, and I'm actually running a bit low on energy, so I'm just going to click on this fairy here and fill up my energy. I'm going to go right ahead and collect up all of the stuff here and see if we can't get the 65 more XP we need to level up to level 17 and unlock our next skill. And down here's another torch pack, and I'm actually going to go right ahead and make a couple more bottles because we'll need more of it later. And it seems that I've been neglecting my fish farm, so I'll go and harvest all of that and put all of our raw fish on to cook. And then just continue collecting up these resources, trying to get enough XP to level up again, and so we can get the skill so that we'll be able to start our farm properly. And so we're just digging up all these artifact spots as well, and as you can see we're collecting plenty of gemstones, which is nice because we'll need them to build the quarry later. There you go guys, we've got another bottle torch bug, and we'll need these here to make the medium backpack. We'll need 5 of them, and I think I'm going to try and go right ahead and make that today as well. So, for that we'll need the 5 bottle torch bugs and 20 leather, of which we have 16. So any angry boar enemies or any cows we see, we're going to be harvesting the hide from them so that we can collect, or so that we can craft as much leather as we need. And looking at that, we're nearly at level 17, so just a couple more things and we should be able to get there. Collect up this fibre here, and right over here, collect up this tree. And there you go guys, there's level 17, so let's go look at our skills menu. And like I said earlier, I'm going to go right ahead and get the farming skill here, which unlocks windmills and unlocks sprinklers, which will allow us to begin that farm I mentioned earlier. So now guys, if I come over here to the build menu, we can see that to build the windmill we'll need a lot of thread, a lot of wood, and a lot more brick than what I have. So, what I'm going to do is go right ahead down to where our furnaces are, and I'm going to make 50 bricks, I think. that should be enough to start with. And while that's going, I'm obviously going to go around and continue collecting stuff. I'm not going to be buying any more islands currently, guys. What I think I'm going to do is just save up my money for the fairy queen over here, because 1,000 coins is a lot of coins at the start of the game. It becomes very minimal later on, but for now it is anything but a small donation. Over here, guys, is an angry boar enemy, which is good because, like I mentioned, for that big backpack we'll need to be collecting the hides. And for now, while those bricks are being crafted, I'm just gonna run around and collect up all these resources, because we'll also need plenty of wood, and we'll need to clear out this island here, because this area here is going to be where our actual farm is going. And for the farm we'll also need sprinklers, which require 4 iron each to make. So while our brick is being prepared, I'm going to go right ahead and turn all of our iron ore into ingots, and while we're here, turn all of our gold into ingots as well. And obviously going to go and cut this torch bar, because we need plenty of these across our adventure. Down here on the Rainbow Island, as we unlocked last episode, I'm just going to go and clear it out, and looking at that, yet another slime over here. Later on, guys, I think we might be, when we unlock the flashbacks, we're going to be filling this whole pond here in with landfill, and then turning it into an excavation area with the shrines that we'll unlock later, so we can get plenty of fossils, because we'll need them for certain gear, and I think we need 10 fossils later to upgrade one of the magical rods that we'll get from the fire dungeon when we do that. For now, it's going to stay as a beautiful little pond with our rainbow over, and we're just going to leave that area down there. And I'm going to continue clearing out our area up here, and quickly before that torch bug disappears, I think I missed it. Well, I'm going to get the meat from this chicken, and I'm going to go put that onto... Never mind, actually, I don't have room to put it onto yet. But I do think that I now, once I clear out this tree, I think I'm going to build some bridges over here to expand our land a little bit first. Let's go right ahead into farming and build bridge. And I'm going to go right ahead and build a first windmill up here. And for now, guys, I think we're just going to be taking all our cotton and converting that all into cotton seeds, so we can get plenty of that going, so we can get a good supply of it going for later when we need lots and lots of royal clothing. But we'll be getting to that bit later. For now, I think I'm going to time-lapse going around and collecting stuff, and I'll be back when all of our bricks are made and we have a second windmill built. So, I'll see you then. Hey there again, guys, I'm back after collecting some resources, and as you can see, these slimes are still running amok across our little island here. But as you may have seen in the time-lapse, I got another anchor which has gone straight into our artifacts vault, because we'll be needing that later. And I also got 5 topaz, which is significant for 2 reasons, because 1, we need 5 topaz to make the quarry, but also we need 5 topaz down here to make the golden wallet. So I think we're also going to work towards getting that this episode, and we're going to go ahead and turn all of our sand that we have currently into glass in preparation for that. So now that all of our iron is melted, guys, and we have a bunch of cotton seeds, I'm just going to come up here and see if we can't make a few sprinklers. So, let's see. Farming, sprinklers, and I think the pattern is that it would be 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and it would go around like that. But for now, we have 16 seeds, so let's go out 16 areas. I think that's 2 sprinklers worth of farmland, if my math serves me correctly. Oh, and we actually have 24, so that becomes 3 sprinklers worth. So, let's go around and just fill all of this in. Because of the sprinklers, guys, the farm patches auto-irrigate, which isn't necessary, but it makes it so our crops grow at twice the speed, meaning we can have our farm going in no time. And I'm just going to go ahead and plant all of these crops here. And there we go. Seems I did my maths a bit wrong, but that's okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and collect up this coal and these plants here, and leave that to grow later, and we'll be checking back on that later on in the episode. But for now, I'm just going to obviously go on and collect some more items. And I did plan to do exploring in this episode, guys, but since we found the fairy queen up here, I think I'm going to put all my effort and all my funds in from this episode into her little side quest, because we can get that done quickly, then we can get a new vanity item, a new feat, and also a new artifact, which will, well, you'll see what that does later on in the episode. So for now, I'll just kill out the area around her, collecting up all the XP so we can level up soon and hopefully get a quarry started as well. While at it, guys, let's just go around and see if our fishing traps have got anything, and they indeed have. So let's go and harvest that, and more sand for the artifact wallet, which is nice. And I'm going to go ahead and turn all the spare cotton we have into thread, and all of our thread and hide into leather. And that's 3 leather, and we actually need 4 more for the backpack, which is a bit annoying because it means we have to go out and search for either a cow or an angry boar to get the remaining hide from, so we can make the rest of the leather we need. But that's a problem for later, and for now, let's just continue exploring and, well, I say exploring, it's more just running around the island. So guys, like I always say, so comment down below in the comment section if you have any ideas for what I can do later on in the series, any structures you want me to see me build, or any features you want me to put on my island, or comment any other games you'd like to see me play as well. Like I said before, I'm considering doing a Minecraft series, and I may do other series on other games, such as possibly Slime Rancher in the future, but I'll see. And look at that, there we go, we got another feat for digging up 50 items, which is quite nice. And over here, I'll just go and continue making glass, and with that, that should be enough glass to hopefully make that new wallet. And over here, guys, it looks as if our farm is complete, and I think I see the reason why we didn't fill out the entire farm. I think it's because somehow we accidentally planted a crop behind the sprinkler. For now, let's just go around and collect up all of these crops. Put these over here as well, and clear out this tree and this plant down here, and go ahead and turn all this fibre into more seeds. And we will be farming berries here eventually, but for now we'll just be collecting up this fibre and farming it here. And it looks like I'm hungry, so I'll just go right ahead and eat some more fish. Later on, guys, we'll get a skill that gives us XP when we do that, which will be quite nice to get later. And for now, let's just go and till all of this soil and go right ahead and just or these seeds up here. Now I'm going to go back and check on the glass, and yep, looking at that, we now have enough glass, or we actually don't have enough glass. We need 2 more, which we can only make 1, we need 1 more sand. But maybe we'll get a hit, and yes, there we go. Now we'll have enough glass. So if we just put that on there, we should have enough fairly soon, and then we'll make that golden wallet, which will increase once again how much our coins are worth, which will be quite nice to get. And while we're at it, guys, I'm going to go right ahead and see if we can actually get the golden sword, but it would use up leather, and we're saving that currently for the medium backpack, so we'll get the golden sword later, I think probably next episode, but for now, here's the last cow we need, and there should be the last piece of hide that we need. Yes, the last piece of hide that we need for the backpack, so let's go right ahead and make the final piece of leather. And then after that's done, we should be able to put the backpack on to smelt as well. And looking at that, guys, we just leveled up to level 18. So, time to get our 17th skill. I think that we're going to go right ahead and get the deposit skill down here to unlock quarries later on. So we can collect plenty of rock materials. We'll have plenty of coal, and plenty of stone, plenty of iron, plenty of gold. We'll also have materials that only spawn in later biomes that you might not have seen yet. For now, let's go ahead and make this medium backpack that will give us more inventory space, so we won't quite be relying on our bullets as much. Speaking of which, once the golden wallet is made, I think I'm going to go right ahead and harvest the coins, from these banks, but while those are making, I think I'm going to go right ahead and just farm up this farm for a bit, and I reckon we should do it in the form of another time lapse. So let's do this. So as you can see here guys, our golden wallet is now made and coins will be worth 50% more than they used to be. So let's go kill the slime yet again and go harvest our banks now and see how much we end up with. And 368, which is a third of what we need pretty much for our new fairy queen friend. And looking at that, we also got the backpack upgrade, which is 4 more inventory slots, which once again is quite nice. So for the next backpack we'll need royal clothing and bottle beetle, and for the next wallet we'll need leather, coupler and bone. So we won't be able to do that until we reach the graveyard biome, but we'll get there soon enough. And as you saw, I replanted all of the crops and we now have enough to make another sprinkler actually, enough iron that is. So I'm going to go right ahead, farming, sprinkler, and just put one there to irrigate that land, and I'm not going to harvest this until all of this is able to be harvested at once guys. And I'm actually going to go see if we can't build a second windmill, and we have enough brick for it, we have enough wood for it, but we do not have enough thread for it. So after this I think we'll do one more field worth of cotton, and then we'll put all of our cotton into thread for now. But while we wait for that to be done guys, I'm just going to go around and collect the resources as usual, you know the drill by now. And I think we're going to go collect this fairy here. And there's another angry boar and another slime, which we'll have to deal with those guys. And there we go, our island's a little bit safer because the enemy's gone. We'll just continue collecting up the resources and getting the XP. And just seeing what we can do to make our island just better to live on and explore. So as always guys, make sure to like the video if you enjoy the content that I'm making, and subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. And make sure to share this video with your friends to spread my channel around, let people know that I'm here playing games, and just to help me continue making more videos in the future if you enjoy it. And looking at this, after we get 3 more topaz, we should be able to hopefully build a quarry somewhere on the island soon. I think I'm going to wait until we unlock a very specific island quite close to here. It'll be either here or here obviously. And I think I'm going to go right ahead and build the quarry on that island. But for now, as usual, we're just going to go around and collect as much stuff as we can, and with a bit more coins here, which is nice, and see get a bit more iron for our sprinklers in the future. And wood is also useful too. If we ever do somehow run out of coal, which I don't think we will, most likely, we can always convert all this wood into coal. But guys, I'm going to go right ahead and turn all of this iron into ingots and turn all of this gold into ingots as well. And since we're making so much gold, I think I'm going to go right ahead and make another 150 lots of coins. 150 lots? No, another 15 lots. Which would be 15 times 12, which is 180 extra coins for our pockets. And that'll go obviously towards our fairy queen friend here, and we'll be completing her quest by the end of the video. And looking at this, I think yes, our farm is now entirely filled out, and I'm actually going to break this sprinkler and this sprinkler over here guys, just so we can collect the crops that are behind it. And I think that we should now have enough, once we clear out this plant as well, to go right ahead and build the rest of the sprinklers we need, at least on this part of the farm. And just right here, and one more sprinkler. In the future guys, we'll be able to get rid of these sprinklers and expand this farm without them once we get the water shovel, which will auto irrigate crops around it as soon as we dig them. So let's go right ahead and harvest all of this fiber and turn all of it into seeds. And I think I should do this in the form of another time lapse, so let's do this! So guys, as you can probably tell by the amount of seeds that we're making here, we're going to have more than enough to fill up this farm and fill it up in the future without having to use our fiber to make more seeds. So I think for now, that'll be all the fiber seeds we'll be making, and we'll just use the ones we have to fill in the farm. Once we have, I think it's 6 times 8, so 48 seeds, we'll be able to fill in this entire area. Until then, I'll just make sure that all the land remains tilled so that no resources can spawn where we want our crops to be going. So, let's just wait here a couple moments for the rest of the seeds. And there you go guys, we should have enough seeds. So, let's go right ahead and plant the rest of them here. And we got another feet there for planting 100 seeds. And obviously the rest of these will all be generating, so we'll be able to collect those as we go along. So I'm just going to go and collect the rest of these resources and see what we can do. Here's another artifact box, let's see what we can get, and more topaz, but that's not bad. So guys, I think I'm going to go right ahead and do another time lapse and see how many resources we can get. So, let's do this. So guys, as you saw in the time lapse, we got plenty of resources, and as you can see up here, we even leveled up and are able to get a new skill. But before we go and check out the skills over here, as you probably noticed, our farm is fully grown. So I'm going to go right ahead and harvest all of these crops and then, well, just replant them all again so we can continue collecting resources and collecting XP from this farm as well. And we probably have enough seeds for another couple of full fields, so we definitely won't be using any of this cotton or this fiber to create any more seeds for now. And looking at this guys, I actually need to eat quickly, so I'll go do that before continuing to collect up all of this fiber here. And there we go, that's all the fiber collected, so I'm just going to go right ahead and replant the soil, and we're just going to continue doing this guys until we've used up all the seeds, and we'll collect up plenty of fiber from it, and we'll just have loads to use for whatever we need it. And there we go. And up here I saw over here, I'm just going to collect up this coal, and once we have that, let's go right ahead guys and see what skills we can get. And looking at this, I think I'm going to go up here and get this textiles skill, which unlocks boots and unlocks gloves. And now that we've got that, I think that what I'm going to do is, while we wait for our banks to run, collecting money so that we can complete the Fairy Queen's quest over here, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't make these boots and gloves. For the slime boots, I'll need thread, wood and jelly, and the same for the gloves. So I'm going to take all that fiber we just collected and turn it all into thread. And I think I actually needed thread for something else, but I can't quite remember what it is, so I'll have to look through our footage for that. It may have been, steak or leather. So I'll go right ahead and do that for now. If it wasn't, I'll have to check back on that later, and we'll probably make it next episode. For now, while our thread is being created, I'm just going to head around and collect up as much as we can. And judging by that, I think, yep, our crops are already nearly grown again. So for now guys, I'm just going to collect these stuff, and as always, like if you enjoy the content, subscribe if you want to see more, and just leave a message down in the comment section below just saying hi. I'd be glad to have a chat with you. For now, I'm going to go ahead and make all this fish, and cook all this meat. And also put all these ingots onto smelt. And down here, another angry boar enemy, but we'll just go ahead and get rid of that. And it took a bit of damage guys, but it's nothing a little bit of food can't fix. So looking at over here, there's another 2 artifact checks we can get, and just sand and bones from that one, and just sand and bones from that one as well. But that's okay, we'll collect all the resources we need eventually. And for now, let's go and get that, and getting more XP as we go along here guys, which is always good obviously. Because the more skills we get, the more XP we can get, and the easier it'll be to get more skills in the future. And obviously, as you can probably tell already, there's a lot of skills that we need to do certain actions, such as making certain items or certain structures. And as you saw earlier in the episode actually, we needed the certain skill to create this farm here, and looking at that, it's already grown again, so we're just going to go right ahead and harvest all these crops once more. If I can collect this one, which doesn't seem to want me to. Huh. There we go. I don't know why I was doing that, but we got it now, so beside the point, that one seems to have 2 grown on it. This farm really does seem to be playing up with me today, doesn't it? Well, having 2 in one space isn't a problem, it just means extra fiber for me. And here I'm just going to go ahead and collect all of this, and then obviously replant it again. Look at that, I need to eat one more time yet again. Always eating food in this game. Always need energy. I think when we get our spirit orbs, I'm going to start by getting a couple energy upgrades, because energy really does seem to be what I'm lacking currently. But now that that's done, I'm going to go right ahead and replant all of these crops, going around like this, and making sure we fill every tileable space. And I seem to have missed that one, but I'll just leave it for now. It might annoy those of you, but it's fine. And so I'm just going to come down here and see, yep, our meat is finished, so I'm going to go right ahead and start making some gold ingots. And I think I might actually work towards getting a 3rd bank, which I can actually go right ahead and build right now. So let's go do that, and not only that way is it in line, but it also means we'll be getting money faster, so we can go do the Fairy Queen quest and collect more islands faster. So guys, while this thread is making, I'm going to go right ahead and hop into, I think will be the final time lapse of this video, while I go around and collect all these resources as I wait for our stuff to be made. So, let's go! Hey there again guys, as you saw we got a bunch more resources and actually got yet another anchor, and looking at this we've used up all of our cotton seeds, so I'm going to go right ahead and turn all of our berries into berry seeds for future use. And actually, if you may have not been able to tell, found out what we needed the thread for. I remembered we needed it for creating more windmills. So for now I'm just going to turn all of my extra fibre there into more thread, and I'm going to go right ahead and start by making the slime boots. And while those are making, we can go right ahead, collect up our fishing traps, and go ahead and collect up these resources down here. And looking at that guys, it's night time, so the fairy queen should be out currently, and while she's out I'm going to go see if we can't harvest these banks and hopefully get enough money to complete it. Looking at that, we're just short. So if not tonight, we'll definitely have it by tomorrow night. And I'm going to go right ahead and turn all of our sand into glass, and I'm actually just going to go ahead and make 3 lots of coins. I think that should hopefully be enough, and in the meantime, I'm going to go around and the slime here will give me some. For once, I'm actually happy to see slime because they give me money when they are defeated, and there's more money there. And looking at this, we're extremely close, so we'll definitely be getting that soon. And I think we're going to end the episode once we get that, and once we get both these slime boots and these slime gloves. So for now, I'm just going to get rid of the slime here, collect these resources around where the fairy queen is, and then once we've done that, we'll go right ahead and see if we can't collect the money that we just put onto Forge, and then complete this quest. And look at that, guys, we have enough money for it now. So let's go right ahead and give her her donation. Thank you, you are so kind. Please take this as a token of our gratitude. And right there, guys. Oh, I need a key. I forgot about that. We do not have the reward yet. We first need to come right over here and create a little key, which I foolishly forgot about. But looking at this, it looks like our slime gear is nearly done, and we'll soon be almost completed with the entirety of our slime collection. After we have the boots and the gloves, the only thing we won't have is the spell book. But that'll obviously come later once we get a couple more magic skills. We don't have enough of them yet, and so we won't be able to get it yet. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and see. I'm going to make 50 more lots of brick, and because we need more of that second windmill, and I'm hoping to get that done today as well. But we actually got another feat for helping the fairy and a vanity item. If you didn't tell, we always get a vanity item when we complete the feats. And here's our key, and here's the slime boots. And these give us movement speed increased by 10% and gives an extra 5% chance to dodge attacks, which is quite nice. And as you can see, I'm just a little bit faster. And now with that extra key, I'm just going to come right over here and open this chest, which gives us the magical fairy aura, which provides a passive health and energy regeneration. Thank you, Miss Fairy Queen. I'm glad I could help you out. For now, guys, we're just going to go around and collect the stuff, and maybe we'll even reach the next level in this video, in which case we can buy the amulet skill as well, which will make it so resources we collect will actually give us extra. And I forgot when talking about all the slime gear we need, we actually need the slime amulets as well, and it's very foolish of me to forget that. But next episode, guys, we'll probably go right ahead and get that. And I don't know why I didn't put the slime gloves on to make, but there we go. They should be making now, and I think I'm just going to time-lapse me collecting stuff until those are ready. So this is definitely going to be the final time-lapse of the video. Let's go! So guys, as you saw during this time lapse, I collected up the last fiber from the farm, filled it with berries, and put down the second windmill like I said I would. And I also went right ahead and got the jewelry skill, which makes it so that gels sell for 20% more, gels sell for 20% more, and I can make amulets, which will give me extra resources. But looking at that, our slime gloves are made, and these will give us a nice 10% speed to a 10% increase to our attack speed. But I think I'm going to call it there for this episode, guys. It's been a pleasure filming as usual, and make sure to go down to the comment section below and leave a comment suggesting anything you'd like to see in the future in this series, or any other series you'd like to see, or just say hi. And as always, like the video if you enjoy the content I make, and subscribe to see more of it in the future. I'm doing weekly uploads of this series on a Sunday if you can't tell, and make sure to share my channel with your friends to let more people know that I'm here and let more people know that I'm just playing games and having fun while chatting to them, and it will really help my channel grow and support me in doing this in the future. But for now, see you later. Bye bye!